guys, and welcome to Season 3 here in San Marino with SS Cosmos in Minnows to Kings. Just going through and getting myself up to the Champions League game, which you can see we've been drawn against Flora, the Estonian team. And before I get into that, like I say, I was just flicking through, continuing, and the board came to me with a suggestion to increase the wages of the technical director, to which I, why do I need a technical director, that kind of thing. So I said to them, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. And they said, what do you propose we do with the money instead? So just out of curiosity, I said I'd like to see us turn professional. And guess what? They agreed with me. The board are very pleased to announce plans for the club to turn professional are in place. Hope to officially announce this by the 5th of the 7th, 2024, which is next season. So our last season as a non-professional club, potentially, providing things go to plan. Now, one thing I have been looking into, just obviously before we get into the game, is the club vision. They want us to reach the Champions League first qualifying round as a minimum. And that, by the way, is required. It's required. So if we go into the competitions, we're only in the first preliminary round of the draw, which means that we have to get past Flora. And then that goes into the second preliminary round, which sees us, either us or Flora, face off against TNS or Santa Coloma, which are the other two teams in the first preliminary round. So we have to get through 2 rounds just to get into the first qualifying round, which for us, if you remember Europe last season, is quite a big ask. The other thing is this is when our squad has to be registered on the 23rd. The transfer window doesn't open till the 1st of July, when we've got all these players join, which we will go over in another episode. But we have to come through Flora with our threadbare squad. Yeah, this is going to be tough. You know what, guys, the odds aren't even that bad. When you consider some of the odds that we had last season in the San Marino League, that's not that bad at all. Now, one thing that we did have after last season is the club had a reputation boost. We actually went up about 60 places in the European rankings. The league stayed the same. We're still at 172nd. We've been there 3 years in a row now. But one worrying thing to me is if we do get through this one match, the second round's in 3 days, we're still going to have a poor squad. Or a threadbare squad. It's the squad that won the league. But we need to do this and this without any of these, just to meet the board's expectation, a required expectation. Yeah, we're up against it. At least it's on neutral ground, which is good. But we are at that time. It's time for the game. And this is the lineup that we are going to go with. It's very familiar. It's the one that we've been playing for the vast majority of last season, the back half of last season. One thing to note, a carryover from last season, if I can find him, is Samuel is suspended. Yeah, you can see just how many players that we've got in on trial, by the way, trying to pack the squad out. But this is what we are stuck with coming into this very, very difficult match against Flora. Praying for a result. Europe is where this save file is going to be make or break. This is what's going to define us as a club. Nobody does expect us to get a result. This is going to be nigh and impossible, but let's get into it. I don't know where the Victoria Stadium is. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is going to be hard, boys. This is going to be hard. As Flora are on the attack already, they get the ball into the box towards Hurt, and he heads it past the post, which is great. We're already doing better than we did last season in Europe. Well, I think we were 3-0 down by this point last season. Really don't want another embarrassment like we had last season. That was just shocking. Was it 15-4 on aggregate? Something like that. But we can't allow them to just cut through us like that. Stimac just falls over, and with 11 minutes on the clock, it's 1-0 to Flora. Maybe I should be looking to change my tactics for these games. Maybe he's got a bit more defensive. One thing I will, little spoiler, I am going to go through the transfers in the next episode once they actually come in through the door. But there's a goalkeeper on the list. I don't know how I'm going to work out the San Marino 2 players in the squad thing, whether Hertel keeps his place at centre back, and obviously we've got Tomasoni up front, who luckily is on his youth contract, which means he can't be pinched. But here come Flora again towards the back post with a free kick. It's headed away by Williams. It's back out to Kite, to Kite again. Flora building the ball. Smith gets the header away. It's to another Saar. Hurt, can he get the shot in? He can, but he blazes it over. I will settle for that. Not too bad. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0. We were about 5 down this time last season, and we're actually getting a couple of shots in, which is great. None of my boys are match fit. They're all absolutely knackered. I maybe should have looked into some friendlies. That's on me. That's my mistake. But you know, we're coming up to half time and we're only 1-0 down. We are still in this, he says, as Tallinn now come forward with a long ball into the box. It's headed away by Bobby Dean as far as Hurt to Kite. Is that Yves? Yeah, we'll go with that. He gets the ball into the box, and Monez is there for his second goal of the game to make it 2-0. I think I just cursed us there with the only 1-0 at half time. Who is that trying to close him down? Is that Smith? It doesn't look like Smith, but it's a good finish there at the near post. We're not doing too badly though still. We've actually managed 8 shots. 8 shots. Stimac with a save. Marnes gets his hat-trick before half time. We've conceded 2 in a minute. I knew Flora was going to be a hard game. Yeah, a lot of work to do in this squad, but the professional thing, the professional turning professional at the end of the season is really going to kickstart us. We're going to get some. Wow, that didn't work, did it? Let's see if I can turn that around a little bit. It's a bit better. But yeah, turning professional, we're going to be able to get some players in on a proper contract. We're not going to lose the players for nothing. We'll actually be able to have a settled squad that we can build on. Kevin Rossi, by the way, standout performer from last season, is having a great game. I am going to shout at them now. We need to try and get back into this. And can we counter here? Tomasoni back to Rossi. It's now Marina who is leaving us at the end of the week on the 1st of July when the transfer window's open. But no, they've got the ball now. It's Lars to Ojamba. Hurt knocks it long back to Ojamba, who's got the desire to get there. Stimac actually makes a save. And now Marina gets the ball clear, looking for Tomasoni, but it's the end of the highlight. A corner on the right hand side by Rossi. Can he find the head of Benjamin? He can't. Hertel will pick up the pieces though, and he look back up the line. Will he? No, he won't. Comes back inside to Dabre. It's Hertel again, the San Marino centre half. Marina, Tomasoni, Smith, the left fullback. Can he get the ball in? He can't. He pulls it back to Marina. Marina, what can you do with it? It's back to Benjamin. Out wide to Williams. Benjamin again. Williams looking to take it up the line, and he's cut back. It's Dabre. Back to Benjamin. We're passing the ball around really well here. Marina, Benjamin, Dabre gets the shot off, and it's hit the post, and we're not there for the follow-up. That was a great chance to get back into the game. We passed the ball around really well there. We don't really have any players on the bench to come on and change things for us though. We're such a small squad because all of our players keep getting pinched. But anyway, can we actually build something here? It's Dabre, Rossi, out wide to Williams. First time cross, it's Tomasoni. Tomasoni's there, gets his first goal of the season. It gets us on the score sheet. Just 2 more to find, boys. 2 more to find. It was great play. Dabre back to Rossi with a first time pass out to Williams, the right fullback, and a great ball in. Tomasoni just gambles on it and tucks it away into that bottom corner to get us on the score sheet. Can we build on that and get another one? Can I shout at them again? I feel like I need to be shouty. We need to get into the game. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Tomasoni liked it. Come on, boys. Come on. Europe is just going to be so hard for us until we get some players in, which next season is something we might start being able to do. But we're going to go out here in the Champions League. It's a bit disappointing. A bit disappointing there. We got on the score sheet, but that that first half hat-trick from Jonas Mones has really put us to the sword. Player of the match performance for him. In terms of stats, they were slightly better than us. We held our own. We did hold our own, really, and I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to tell them that apparently my players don't like me this season. I hope that doesn't affect us too badly with the board being knocked out. We haven't achieved what they wanted of us, and we didn't really get a lot of money for that. 85k is not really a lot. We have got $250,000 in the bank though. One thing I will say again is we got that grant again. I don't know if it's a government thing. I don't know. Wage budget's gone, by the way. Wage budget absolutely gone. Once all these players sign, we're going to be on £1,200 a week. They initially came to me with £110 a week, I think it was, but I managed to make a budget adjustment, which was helpful. I managed to get the transfer budget down. I can't get it down any further. I'll keep trying. I'll keep asking for more wage budget. Now we've got a bit of money in the bank. But we're out of Europe. We're out of Europe. We're 3 months away from the start of the season. It's going to be our next episode. The start of the season. I believe it. Didn't we have Domignano last season for the first game? We did indeed. And that's going to be the start of this season. It's going to be Domignano. We might actually have, I'm still not sure, but there might be like the Charity Shield type trophy in San Marino. I don't know yet. I've not heard anything about it. If we have that, we'll be back for that. If not, we'll be back for the Domignano game. Yeah, disappointing out of Europe already. It comes so early in the season though. We're only halfway through June. Anyway, I've talked enough. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please leave a like. Comments, as always, are welcome. Any tips? Yeah. Cheers, guys. See you later.